Homebrew coming at ya. Happy Homebrew Wednesday to everyone. Oh my, it's been busy. I mean, ever since I got back from the UK, we've had the whole SJ Port thing going on, got the shipments out, have the beers coming in, got the reviews. Last week was the 4th of July. My daughter and son-in-law were here with my granddaughter, which was wonderful, for a week. So I had time with them. In fact, I put up a review with my son-in-law Paul on Sticky Monkey from Firestone Walker. A crazy good beer. But I'm behind on everything. I'm behind on work. I'm behind on getting the SJ Port reviews up. I will try to get those finished here pretty quick and get them up. I'm just behind, and I'm behind on watching your videos, so I apologize. If you've done a shout out or mentioned me in something and you'd like me to see it, I would love to see it. Let me know, because I'm behind and I don't know that I'll get caught up. But you know what? I need a beer. I just need to get a homebrew. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a homebrew. This one comes from Under the Table Brewing. I've got my little cheat sheet from the guys, from Brad and Nathan. This one is the Clear Isabella. I love that name, guys. Clear Isabella. This is another pale ale, but not an original recipe, using our own homegrown Centennial hops. Love that. It has a ½ ounce of Columbus for bittering at the beginning of the boil, and an ounce of whole cone at 10 minutes, and 3 ounces of whole cone at flame out. No dry hopping. And 22 days in primary fermentation, and then straight to the keg with a little gelatin findings. It's 4.5% ABV, 39 IBUs, and they used USO5. So, woohoo! This was bottled on May 14th. It is, I think, the 10th of July now. I can't keep track. But we're gonna get this sucker poured right away. Oh, I can see bubbles rising up. Oh, that looks pretty. Can you see how pretty that looks? Wow, guys, that is clear. Look how clear that is. Bubbles rising up. That's just golden. That is just beautifully golden. Not much head, but wow, that is a pretty beer. Wow. All right, let's get a nose. Well, it's a light sweetness. I get a little bit of the hops on there. I get a light sweetness on it. It's a really mild pale ale. It's probably not as hoppy as it was. Ooh, I almost get like a tinge of like honey on there. Did you guys throw just a smidgen of honey malt? Anyway, it smells great. Let's get some. Oh, you know what? This has a really nice, lightly sweet malt character on it. Very, very nice and beautiful beer. Yeah, that's nice. Although I have to tell you, at this point, unfortunately, I would have no idea that you'd put as much hops in it as you had. It does have some hoppiness to it, but it drinks like just a really nice, slightly hoppy, very balanced pale ale. That's a pretty beer. I still get just the slightest hint of like it's either a really light caramel or really light, almost honeyish taste on it. Wow. All right. Well, before I go back to doing more work, let's. Oh, I got beer mail. That's right. Yeah, I gotta remind. Okay, I'll get back to that. I'll get back to the beer mail. But let's talk about this week. I've got to get back in the garage. It's been so busy. I haven't gotten in there, and because I got 2 beers, you know, fermenting away. They're basically ready for me at this point. I've got the split batch that I had done with Jesse. So I've got 5 gallons of the McPoyle double IPA in there, and I've got to dry hop that, and that won't be too hard. And then I've got also to roast some more coconut, 12 ounces of coconut, and I've got to rack that one off the current container and put the coconut on it and add about 4 ounces of hops on that again. So, so that's for the coconut IPA. So I gotta get to that. But right now my wife's like cleaning the garage, and there's stuff all around my brew area, and with her shaking things up, there's dust, and I don't think I'm going to be going back in. Maybe late tonight, so I've got to get to that stuff. And I'm really thinking of a few different brews now. I've got a few things that I can do this summer. I'm kind of wanting to do this summer to do this whole hot rock thing. I really do, and I'm kind of leaning now towards making a Pilsner and then using the hot rocks on it to create caramelization, so that I get a Pilsner tasting beer, but with some light, like nice sweet caramel flavors on it, truly caramelized. So that'll probably be coming this summer, and that should be fun. I'm kind of jazzed about doing that. I've sent some notes back and forth with the Emo since his visit, so I'll probably do that soon. Okay. All right, I better get to this beer mail. I got a beer mail that came in from Joe Belcher. That's right, Pat's fan. And so let's get this one opened up and see what he sent me. So the background on these beers coming in from Joe is I sent Joe a couple beers, and I sent him a Pliny the Elder. And I just wanted to thank you, Joe, for some behind-the-scenes work that he's done, and advising, we should say, on the accounting side and everything, which is really valuable. And so if you have a mind to think about it, hop on, Patsfan1284, remember off the top, and go to his site and thank Joe, because Joe has been really a helpful guide to us. And anytime we start chatting, on whether it's by email or Facebook or whatever, and we start talking about numbers, that would be like Larmo22 and Under the Table Brewing and SJ Pour, myself, and we can't figure out a number because we've had a few beers. We get a hold of Joe. Anyway, thank you, Joe. So, all right, here's the first of the beers that he sent my way. Let's see. Imperial Coffee Stout. Oh, that's right. Oh my, 8.9%. Kudo. This is from Flying Dog. Check it out. Oh, that's a beautiful looking beer. I do like me some good coffee beers, and that's a big bad boy at 8.9. Imperial Coffee Stout. Wow, thank you, Joe. Oh, I like this. There's writing on it. It means it's a homebrew. Isolation Porter, 8.1% from the 2013 SJ competition. So here we go. We're gonna get to try it with some age on it. Beautiful. Thanks, Joe. A quick note: Joe does what I call the over taping. He doesn't just over sanitize. He uses hardcore tape. All right, what do we got here? We've got another one from Flying Dog. We have Dead Rise, Old Bay Summer Ale. So it's gonna be a red ale, obviously. I love the crab on there. That's a beautiful thing. So this is a 5.6% ABV. Cool. All right, we'll be checking that out. That'll probably go into a beer review. All right, I think I'm gonna be owing Joe beers after all this. All right, so we got another one from Flying Dog here. This one is Bloodline Orange Ale. Ale brewed with blood orange puree and natural flavorings. Oh, that sounds really cool. This one's 7%. Yeah, blood orange. That could be cool. I do like blood oranges. That's some great stuff. Oh, I've never had a beer from Washington, D.C. This is DC Brow. It's Penn Quarter Porter. Limited release robust porter, 5.5%. Oh, awesome. I love it. My first Washington, D.C. beer. Here we go. Oh my, here comes a big bottle. Oh my. Here's one from Dogfish Head. You can tell when you see that little symbol right on the bottle. This is the Rosabi. It's an Imperial Pale Ale brewed with wasabi. Wasabi! All right. Oh, and I do like wasabi. I do eat my Japanese food, and wow. But this is kind of crazy. And this is gonna be a little spicy. I bet this should be good. I do like sake too. I'll admit that. Wow, very cool. Awesome, Joe. This is gonna be a fun review beer. Totally. Wow, getting into these is like getting into the vault. Let me tell you. I don't know how I'm getting this one out. I don't know if I should be sharing this one. This beer is the JO058US. That's right. That's this year's competition beer. So he obviously had an extra he was sending my way. It won't be official, but we will review this. All right, I'm gonna keep this short, but a few people have asked to see the hops. I don't know if they're that stupendous. We're gonna make some big changes with our hops in this next year, but I'll give you a quick peek. Before I show you the hops, I just want you to see, I've started learning how to cut my vines right for the grapes. And you can see the grape vines are just doing fantastic. So here are the hop vines going up, the 3 lines. But we're gonna make some changes this next year with Christian's house. So hopefully it'll be even more productive next year. Oh, all right, I'm pooped, but I gotta tell you, thanks so much. I've got a beautiful brew here from Under the Table Brewing, Brad and Nate, and this is a pretty beer and a tasty beer. Thank you. This is just beautiful. Absolutely spectacular beer. And thanks again to Joe. I do appreciate it, and we'll get some reviews out here soon. Right after I get my SJ Pour reviews up on the web. And to everyone who have sent nice, kind words to me, I've gotten some really nice emails and comments and everything. I really appreciate it. It keeps me going, because sometimes it's hard to keep pushing these things out. I'll be honest with you. It can be a bit of work at times, but what a great community, some wonderful people, a lot of new people coming in with a lot of energy, some great stuff out there. So thanks to you all. So from Kevin at Clement's Homebrew, I'm gonna go with Emilatius' statement this week. Keep them kegs full. We'll see y'all next time.